All right, I'm here. Tiki Taki, what's going on? Late night live. Yes, late night live. Picking out my outfit right now. All right. All right, now we're ready. Tiki Taki, what's going on? I already said that. One, two, three, four, five. All right, I'll be right back. All right, back in here. One, two. Do I have any other Lataffas? No. One more down here. All right, here we go. I believe this is all of my Lataffas. I have no clue. I got a decent amount of them. But yeah. Let's take you guys out to my living room. Bro, been stuck inside 5 days no school because of the snow. Dang it, Tiki Taki. Lucky. I wish I could have like a little bit of snow. Pretty surprised. I live up in Montana. Normally we get a lot of snow. We got like a little bit of snow. Like late last year. But yeah, we really haven't gotten anything at all this year. Matter of fact, I was like actually kind of sweating when I was outside today. I was wearing like pants and a freaking jacket because I thought it was cold and it was like 50 degrees, so it kind of sucks, dude. I wanted to be cold and snowy. Alright, here we go. Need to plug this in. We are almost set up. Come on, dude. Plug this in. Plug this. Ooh, it's a lot of light. Alright. What's going on, everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is all my Lataffas. What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone is having a good day. No, please don't fall. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Come on, dude. I actually hate this tripod. It's not even the tripod, it's the freaking stupid ring light I have. It won't ever stay on. Oh my golly. Alright, so in today's live, I have all of my Lataffas. Bro, why does it keep moving it? I have all of my Lataffas fragrances here. 8 Lataffas fragrances. 4 of them are not in the same line, but 2 and 2 are in the same line. Panda, oh my god, why every single time I'm about to do a live? My cat freaking just decides to be a menace. Alright, so we have 8 Lataffas fragrances here. I mean, I guess I'll go from kind of like what I think is worst to best. First of all, what is everybody's scent of the day? My scent of the day today is this. This is Lataffas Kamarakawa. This is a nice gourmand fragrance. You get notes of coffee, cinnamon, praline, candied fruit, white florals, coffee, if I hadn't said that already, vanilla, cinnamon. It's a nice, spicy coffee gourmand sort of fragrance. I'm doing a giveaway on this one when I'm at 5K, so drop a sub and a like if you guys have not already, because when I hit 5K, all you'll have to do to win this not this fragrance, but a brand new bottle, all you'll have to do to win is be subbed and drop a comment on my 5K short, and you could potentially win this fragrance. So drop a sub and a like so you don't miss out on that giveaway. But good fragrance. This is my fragrance of the day. This is not my worst Lataffas. My worst Lataffas, so this is actually starting the ranking. My worst Lataffa is Lataffa Amir Al Oud Intense Oud. It's okay. I used to like this one a lot more than I did. This is a clone of Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace, and I think this is by all means better than Mason Margiela's By the Fireplace. But there's a reason why I don't have By the Fireplace. You know, I think it's good, but I think it's overrated, and I don't really think the DNA is that good. Like I thought, I think when it came out, yeah, it was a good DNA, but it's something that kind of to me is boring, and it doesn't really smell outdated, but just doesn't really seem like it's very attractive, at least to my nose. So Amir Al Oud Intense Oud, I think it's still a good fragrance, and if you are looking for a clone to By the Fireplace, I would still recommend this over like I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't tried other By the Fireplace clones, but this smells just like By the Fireplace to me, and it outperforms it on my skin. I'm just not crazy about it anymore. Like, I used to really love it, but I'm not crazy about it. And this one, I am going to be selling. It's good. You know, I wore it a couple times. I got some compliments with it, but it's nothing crazy. So I would give this a I kind of want to be a little more brutal when I'm ranking fragrances. I feel like even if I don't really love something, I'm like, yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10. This is like a 6 out of 10. I don't know, it's good. I think if you are looking for that scent profile, it's a beautiful fragrance, but if you want something for the winter, there's so many better DNAs I think you can get. Smell over 100 fragrances, still yet to smell Calmer or anything with the Angel Share DNA. I smell Angel Share. I don't think it's that good, honestly. I think Kamerakawa is significantly better than Angel Share. I think Cognac Blaze is better than Angel Share. Angel Share is good, but it really let me down. Lataffas is hit or miss. They do have some decent frags. Art of Universe is a good one. I really want Art of Universe. I really want I don't know why I thought I said that weird. I didn't even say that weird. I really want Art of Universe. I would also like to try Offnon Tarathi Electric and compare the two. Um, I don't know. Art of Universe seems good. I know it's not in the same line, but they're like the same bottles and stuff. I have Vintage Radio. I think it's great. I would like to try more of the fragrances that come in this bottle. So this is my worst Lataffa. Everything after this gets significantly better. So I said that this was like a 6 out of 10. The next one, second worst Lataffa in my collection, has to be Lataffa Fakar Platine. Now, I was a little let down. So this is a clone of YSLY Elixir, and it has an added guava note. So I was thinking it's going to be, a more sophisticated, YSLY smelling fragrance with a nice fruitiness. And it does have a nice fruitiness in the opening. The guava kind of pairs with, I don't know, some florals in here, and it gives it this kind of like guava like fabric softener vibe. Like it's a really nice opening. On the dry down, it does just kind of smell like YSLY. Like that DNA, it's not very switched up from the DNA. So I thought this was going to be a little bit more different. They do a good job though. Like I just actually smell YSLY Elixir today with my girlfriend in the mall. And now that I'm smelling this, like it is a very good clone. But YSLY Elixir is still very close to YSLY. An issue that I have with everything with that DNA is Panda, oh my, is it all smells pretty much the same. So this is still a good fragrance though. I just kind of wish that it was switched up. It switched up the DNA a little bit more. I do think that they switched it up nicely with the guava. I just wish it was switched up a little bit more. So this one, like I said, everything else besides this is like completely up from here. This is a fragrance I like. This is one that I will be wearing. I would give this one like a 8.2 out of 10. It is a very nice fragrance. All these Lataffas here I really like. My only complaint is it does just kind of smell like YSLY in the end, but they do switch it up nicely. Next, I would say Lataffa Kamerakawa, my scent of the day today. It's a good gourmand fragrance. I just don't really like gourmand fragrances that much, and I kind of have to be in a mood to wear this fragrance. I sprayed this one on my wrist yesterday, and I was like, on last night's live, and I thought, you know, wow, it smells good. I'll wear it. Why not? I haven't worn it in a while. So, it is a nice fragrance. I would give this, honestly, an 8.5. No, yes, an 8.5 out of 10. I really do enjoy this fragrance for it being a gourmand fragrance, for it being like not the traditional kind of fragrance I would wear. I'm more of a fresh fragrance kind of guy, or if we're talking cool weather fragrances, I'd rather kind of go like a spicy vanilla, not really like a gourmand vanilla. But Kamarkawa, 8.5 out of 10. It for sure is a nice fragrance. Another one that I'm going to be giving an 8.5 out of 10 to. This is Lataffas Fakar Black. Now, this is a great alternative to YSLY Eau de Parfum. That's pretty much what it's cloning. It's that nice juicy green apple from YSLY, that kind of familiar woodsy tonka bean dry down. For YSLY clone, this is like the best iteration. I mean, it's the only YSLY clone I've ever smelled, but it smells absolutely amazing. This one, 8.5 out of 10. Smells super, super nice. Again, that YSLY DNA, it's good, but it's all the same. So this is a good fragrance, but again, it is just kind of like YSLY. They didn't switch it up. But if you're looking for a good YSLY clone, look for Fakar Black. I think it's better than Fakar Platine, honestly. A little bit easier to wear, but both of these fragrances are really easy to wear. So an 8.5 out of 10 right here. Fakar Black, one of my favorites. Still think Armaf Mega smells better, more fruity, doesn't have the floral. Both are good though. Fakar Black probably gonna be my scent of the day tomorrow. Yeah, and I mean this is a great fragrance. It really is nice. I don't know, like the YSLY DNA, I think it's better than the Bleu de Chanel DNA, better than the no, not the Eros DNA, better than the Sauvage DNA, better than, you know, the Legend DNA, or not Legend, the Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce DNA, but it does kind of get old, and it is kind of getting to a point where I think it is a little bit repetitive. Especially, you know, you smell the YSLYs, YSLY EDT through Elixir, although, you know, there are definitely some changes. Like, they smell pretty similar. That's my issue. But 8.5 out of 10, still a really, really nice fragrance there. I love Fakar Black. I would recommend it to a lot of people. Next, this is... I mean, we're breaking into higher numbers here, right? We were at 8.5. I'm going to give this one an 8.7 out of 10. And this is Lataffas Vintage Radio. This is a really nice fragrance. This is cloning... No. That's tomfoolery. 8.7 out of 10. Vintage Radio staying here. We're not giving that an 8.7 out of 10. I was like, yeah, Vintage Radio 8.7 sounded good. I smelled it. That's not an 8.7 out of 10. That's more. Is there one that's an 8.7? I'm gonna say this is like an 8.7, 8.8 out of 10. Reaching 9's the only thing that holds us back is performance. This is Lataffas Caid Al Farsan. This is a beautiful fragrance. People say it's a clone of Aventus. I don't think it's really a clone of Aventus. It's like a super juicy, sweet pineapple sort of fragrance. Just super juicy, sweet pineapple, super easy to wear. It is syrupy, sweet, and super sugary. So, I mean, maybe in the high heat, don't wear it because it could be cloying to some people. But this is just such an easy wear fragrance for me. I love wearing it in the summer. Really, really nice fragrance here. Yeah, when I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of the summer. Like, this is something when I go camping in the summer, it's more like glamping, but when I go camping in the summer, this is something that I would wear. Like, it just smells tropical, smells super, super sexy. And this is like 20 bucks. So, Caid Al Farsan, I would recommend to a lot of people if you're just looking for a clean, sweet fragrance. Fakar, already read that. 9 p.m. Night Out, beautiful cognac dragon fruit fragrance. I need to try that one, Scott. Sugary sweetness mixed with saffron is what throws me off, but I can see why people like it. I mean, I love it. I really do like Caid Al Farsan. I didn't think I was going to like it that much. So that was an 8.7 out of 10. Um, Honestly, I'm gonna give this one an 8.7 out of 10 as well. This is Latafa Kaid Alfarsan Untamed. This is cloning Versace Eros Najim. So this is a nice interpretation of Eros Najim. I really do enjoy this fragrance. I just wore it the other day. Like I think yesterday maybe or the day before, but starts off with a blast of this kind of synthetic oud note, and then you get this beautiful caramel orange vanilla dry down. Really, really nice fragrance. The oud is only there like in the beginning, and I don't really like it, but that's the same as the real thing, Eros Najim. That was like my reaction. Don't love the opening to Eros Najim, but I love the dry down. I don't love the opening to this, but I love the dry down. Really, really nice fragrance, and yeah, I think an 8.7 is pretty pretty safe for me to say. Like it smells really, really nice. I do enjoy the scent profile. It's got me some good compliments, and I haven't had it for that long. I've only worn it like 2 times. I think 2 times, maybe 3 times, but I'm pretty sure yesterday or whenever I wore it last was my second time. Um, there was a message I was going to read, but it got deleted. All right, so 8.7 out of 10. We are moving up to 9 out of 10. To me, a 9 out of 10 fragrance. And real quick, make sure you guys drop a sub, drop a like if you guys have not already. At 5K, I'm giving away a brand new bottle of Latafa Kamarkawa. All you have to do is be subscribed to win. So make sure you drop a sub, make sure you drop a like. But a 9 out of 10 fragrance, in my opinion. This is Lataffas Vintage Radio. It's a beautiful fragrance. This is Cloning Initio's Paragon. I've never smelled Initio Paragon, but to me, this is a nice kind of like clean. Some people in my comments have been describing this as a shampoo-y scent, and I used to really not see this as like a clean fragrance, but after I've heard kind of like a plum apple shampoo scent, or like a plum shampoo that some people have said in my comments, like I really do see that. Like it does kind of have this plummy shampoo sort of vibe to it. So it's almost kind of like this plummy shampoo. You get a lot of woods, Palo Santo, if I'm not mistaken. Really, really nice fragrance here. It's very artistic. This is not something that I would have expected Latafa to release. Now, of course, this is a clone, so it's not like they came up with this DNA, but it's a unique smelling DNA, but it works. It's kind of like, kind of like Prada Paradigm. It's an interesting, different scent profile, but it really, really works. That was a 9 out of 10. This is the last Latafa in my collection, and this is the best Latafa in my collection. I just got this one for Christmas. Now, I didn't know how much I was going to like this one because it has a cashmere note, and cashmere and leather kind of have similar vibes. Now, a lot of the times cashmere will be different, but sometimes cashmere will come across as leather. I like super, super leathery. I swear some perfumers or brands will just say cashmere instead of leather because they don't want to have that leather label and have people be like, oh my god, it has leather in it. So I was worried with this fragrance, but it smells super nice. This is Latafa Assad Elixir. This is a really, really nice fragrance. This is cloning Hugo Boss Bottled Absolute. You get a lot of spices in here. You get a nice tad bit of vanilla. It's not like a crazy vanilla prominent scent, but you definitely get some vanilla in here. You get some tobacco. It's a really nice, spicy, herbal, slightly medicinal sort of fragrance. Really, really nice. Like, it smells nice. It projects nicely. It gets me good compliments as well. Latafa Assad Elixir truly is a beautiful fragrance. Very artistic as well. Now, again, this is a clone, so Latafa didn't like make this DNA themselves, but it's a really, really nice DNA. I would give this one a 9.5 out of 10. I'm not going to say it's a 10. It could grow on to me and, even more and become a 10. But yeah, it smells great. When I first got it, I was like, oh, it kind of has like a Christmas candle sort of vibe. And it does have a Christmas candle vibe to it. But, the more and more it's in my collection, the more and more I'm wearing it, like, it's true. It truly is a special fragrance. I love a leather scent. I mean, I would say check this out. It's not like crazy leather heavy, but check it out. Assad Elixir looks interesting. If I see it, I'll grab it if I see it at the racks. I mean, I think it's good. bro, I might be allergic to something in one of these fragrances because my nostril is so freaking itchy. Um, yeah, I mean, I would say look for it at your racks. If it's at your racks, get it 100%. I think it's worth an order too. You know, like this was my Christmas present from my girlfriend. It's like great enough to be a great Christmas gift. It's great enough to buy it for, you know, yourself randomly as a Christmas gift for yourself. Love tobacco and leather. Check it out. Have I heard what's happening in Iran? Yeah. Suggest me Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel. So I don't really like either of those DNAs. If we're talking about like the main line of Sauvage, I would say get Sauvage Elixir. To me, that is by far the best. That's the best Dior Sauvage. Very, very spicy and it has a nice licorice root note. It's a nice fragrance. It's not for everybody though, so I would say maybe try it before, you know, you just buy it. But I don't know. I honestly wouldn't say um I wouldn't say get a Blue de Chanel or get a Dior Sauvage. Overall, I would say like there's so many better clones, or you can get niche fragrances. Like Sospiro Vibrato is great, and compared to whatever Blue de Chanel you get, that it could be cheaper than the Blue de Chanel, or it could be around the same price. That's a good niche fragrance. You could look into something like Mancera Cedrat Boisé. That could be a better alternative to like Sauvage. There's a lot of options. I would say in 2026, leave Sauvage, leave Blue de Chanel for sure, but you could take Sauvage Elixir into 2026, but not like EDT through Parfum, and not Eau Forte for sure. That's the Diddy mist. That's the one you're talking about, her picking out last night. Love it. This one? Panda, stop. Panda, stop. Oh my god. Bro, my cat is actually rage baiting me. Um I don't know what to talk about now. That was literally it. Addy get off non Vanetta and Broxton Heavy Sauvage for 25 bucks. Signature blue. Good. Bleu de Chanel inspired fragrance. I want to try more from All Harmony. I'd like to try it. Yeah, that one. Well, I didn't wear. Wait, that's the one you're talking about. Her picking out last night. Did I talk about it last night? I don't. I'm sure I probably did. I can never remember what the heck I talk about on live. I can't remember even if I did like I didn't do fragrance battles last night. I was gonna say I can't remember if I did fragrance battles or not, but I don't think I did. But yeah, this one I was between a couple for Christmas. Yeah, I was between a couple for Christmas. And yeah, okay, now as I'm thinking about this, I think I know what you're talking about. I was between a couple for on Christmas, or for a Christmas gift, and she was like, pick out the most, or she's like, I want the most masculine one, and I was like, oh, this has like a leather note or a cashmere note, but it could be like leathery. So this was like seemed like the most masculine option, and yeah, I'm so happy that I got it because it's my favorite Latafa. You know, I've had it only since Christmas, but yeah, it's great. It's great. I highly recommend it. I think it smells amazing. We're bringing Eau Forte into 2026. We are not Tiki Taki. All right, well, dude, I swear to God, I think I might be allergic to something. Something is making my nose on fire right now. It's probably this freaking stinky Amir Al Oud because my nose has been itching since I freaking started this live. Arabian Aroma are good clones. I've never heard of Arabian Aroma. Yeah, I've never heard. That's interesting. I do think that that is going to do it for our live. I mean, I ranked all of my Latafa fragrances. It also is getting kind of late. Nonetheless, I want to say I really appreciate each and every one of you guys being here for the live. I'm sorry that I've been doing late lives more recently. I'm kind of like busy up until, you know, quite frankly, later in the night. But I am just trying to go live more often, trying to, try a little bit harder on YouTube. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the lives, even if they are late night lives. I'm very excited for this summer because, um, you know, I'm going to, I'm not going to promise, like, I'm not going to promise, this summer is going to be like the first summer I was on YouTube. If I don't even know if anyone on here was on here like the first summer I was on YouTube, but I went live crazy amount on YouTube. The first summer I was on YouTube, I was doing like freaking 3 hour live, three lives that were about an hour to an hour and a half a piece. Like not every day, but like practically every other day. Bro, it was freaking bonkers. I don't know how I did it, but I went from like when I started going live, I had like 400 subscribers, and then before the end of the year, I had like 1,000 subscribers. Like right when I was like right when school was ending, my freshman year, and then over the summer, I had like doubled my channel. So I went from 1,000 to like 2,000 subscribers in a summer, and I'll say it's because it's because I went live freaking 3 times a day. Like it really does help. Late lives work for me. And I mean, here's the thing, a late night live is going to work for some people. If I were to go wake up freaking an hour earlier or something like that and go live an hour, before I'm like going to school, something like that, that would work perfectly for some people. It's kind of interesting to see, not the kinds of people you get at the time, but like the groups of people that you will see that normally are like on a live at the same time. There's normally like a group of people that'll normally be in, like, obviously there's some people who will be in like every live. Like Tiki Taki is in almost all of my lives. He's in majority of them. But like, normally there's a big, handful of people I know that'll normally come in a live if it's earlier in the day, and some that normally will come in it later in the day. I want to make your thumbnails. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, if you're gonna charge me, no. But I guess if you wanted to make a thumbnail for me, I don't know. You send me an email. You send me an Instagram DM. As long as it's not like weird, I'm gonna have to like pay a shit ton or something. Miss Peak Micah, summer 2024. Only watch your videos. Is that when I was in high school, or was that my freshman year of high school? Let's see, because I was 14 in 8th grade. I just turned 15 my freshman year. 15, I was born in 08. I was 2023. It would have been 2023 was my freshman year. Tiki Taki, you're right. 2024, summer of 2024, bro. I went live a crazy amount. It is really weird to see because I've been doing YouTube since my freshman um year of high school. And obviously, like, I've kind of grown up a little bit here on my channel. But also, there have been some people too that I've kind of gotten to see grow up too, which is kind of not something that you'd expect. But like Barry, I know, I mean, you guys don't really see much of Barry, but like, we're friends on social media and stuff, so I, normally see pictures of him. He was like a little small kid. He looked like he was like a sixth grader or something, when he was posting content. And now he looks like, a 16-year-old kid. Um, he looks like he's getting older. Are they AI or made by you? Sent you my previous thumbnail samples on Instagram and email. Have I gotten any? I don't know. I get a bunch of stuff, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends if it's AI. I don't know. I gotta get going to bed. I guess if you are interested, try to reach out to me. But yeah, I mean, answer's probably gonna be no. I don't know. I don't really do YouTube to make money though. I do YouTube because I think it's fun. I like talking about fragrances. I like making people informed. Obviously, I'm monetized. That's a great perk. I can make money. It's phenomenal. But I more or less just like getting on here, like interacting with people, and like spreading knowledge. Have a great night, everyone. Mr. Possessive, you have a great night. Thumbnails help you grow your channel. Hi, CTR handmade thumbnails. You can reach out to me again. I don't know. I don't have any requests though on like Instagram or something. So maybe you somehow messaged the wrong. I don't know. I mean, I have all my stuff in my link. I don't know if maybe everything's just going to like a spam or trash or something. Is your brother interested in YouTube? Fragcom, wonder if he'd make a channel. Normally, so he'll come onto my channel sometimes. Like he's starred in a couple videos or guest starred in a couple of videos. I don't know per se if he would make a channel, but I know that, you know, he'll be on some live sometimes. He'll be on some um videos and stuff, but I really don't know. Yep, all right. Tiki Taki's right. That's the cue. This message right here. Thank you all. Have a good night. Smell you later. Thank you, Tiki Taki. Thank you. Budget Fragrance. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Smell you later.